All right, peace, peace, peace. Just want to come back with a video real quick, man. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day, man. By His mercy you're gonna consume. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body. And you know what it is too, man. I want to get into this mentality of spirit that a lot of if this is honestly is no matter what nation that you come from, man. It's just kind of in the hearts of men, like this mentality of like the king complex, like that there are that because honestly, man, as long as let's get this real quick, man. Like it's like Proverbs says, man. Like as long as like a kingdom is going to be established by like he that ruleth over man has to be just after faithful and faithfulness and honesty, man. Like and being just, man. That's what how kingdom is going to last forever, man. That's why like the most on your house child's kingdom. Well, the most house kingdom is going to last forever, man. Because like that's just another story for another day, man. But I just want to get into this, man, because and even on a natural tip, a lot of times too, man. Because honestly, I was actually watching Black Panther the other day, which we're going to get into. Because ironically enough, because we're going to see what Marlo says here. This is from The Wire. Arguably a top 3, top 5 show ever, man. The character Marlo, played by Jamie Hector, says it in The Wire. But we're gonna see what he says here, about that, man, because a lot of people have this mentality, man. But also too, even in Black Panther, what we're gonna get into later. Ironically enough, Michael B. Jordan, he was in The Wire. That's where he got his start. The character Killmonger says burn it all, burn all the history of the kings down, because he went to let know there would be no more kings after him, and that's what I call the king complex, man. It's kind of but it kind of like a delusional complex, man. But a lot of times too, especially Jake, our brothers in the streets, man. Jake has this thing that they're going to be the one that's climbed the mountaintop, man. Because I was talking about this with my homie the other day with like Big Meech and things of that nature, because I think he's going on tour, but. Even like this, I think the brother Carcino said this a lot of times too. I think speaking of Big Meech, that had to be probably the longest out of the a drug operation for our people that ever lasted, man. Because a lot of times too, man, that's let's get this out right 3 and 26. Because man, if you get into that lifestyle, man, you're gonna soon like perish in it, man. There's actually there's really there's really 4 results, honestly, because people say dead or in jail. That usually happens, or some and there's actually 2 others, man. Some you might get away, but not make any money from it, or you just might lose a lot of money. But usually it is death or jail, man. But some do get out, like some brothers in the word got out and came in the word, man. That's just is what it is, man. But it's just the mentality, that it's just the mentality of yeah, I'm gonna have the king forever. I'm gonna wear the crown forever, or I'm just it's not gonna stop, man. That's just not true, man. Because like Jadakiss said it, what was it, Reservoir Dogs? That's not happen, man. That don't happen, man. You don't get chubby and retired from it and move to Miami, man, from that type of lifestyle. But let's get this Sirach chapter 3 and verse 26, man, because yeah, man, it's the king complex, man. Thinking that it is too, and it's kind of a god, because even the character. Let's look at this, like at Marley, he had a god complex. Because I remember somebody said this in the comment section on YouTube about a video I was watching about the. I think it was probably the Val I video when they did the psychology and the spirit and the breakdown of his character, man. Somebody said this perfectly, man, because not only him, a lot of people had that as well. He had kind of had a semi-god complex, think like the rules of the game didn't apply to him, but it applied to everybody else but him, that they're above reproach, they're above the rules, and that's not how it goes, man. And even if you watch the show, man, his run didn't even last too long, man, because whenever and he ended up not getting respect that he wanted, man, because that's even beyond the money and things of that nature. He wanted the power, he wanted the respect and the power, and he said that's why he said my name is my name. And even in that scene, I'm not mad at him saying that, because listen, that's what the Most High said in Exodus 20, man. Don't blaspheme his name. Don't profane his name, man. Don't take his name in vain. But that's another day. That's why. But that's why I said earlier, he that ruleth over man must be just. Everybody wants to be king, but there's certain qualities that you have to have, man. Like just like even certain like brothers want a proper 31 woman, man. But it's a certain type of level of man you have to be for that, though. Like, can the Most High in your house, like, give you that with you, like, not being that type of man? Because Susanna's husband, like, David was already had that respect, man. That's why he had that Proverbs 31 woman, in Abigail. And he had respect. He was even king before he's crowned king. So he had respect from his peers. But even when you read Susanna, like, Susanna's husband, Joachim, he was honorable amongst all the other men. That's why he had a Proverbs 31 woman. That's neither here nor there, man. But, everybody, you gotta have to, that's why I said heavy is a head that wears a crown, man. But let's get to Sirach chapter 3, verse 26, man. It says, a stubborn heart shall fare evil, and at the last, he that loveth danger shall perish therein. So yeah, man, if you love the dangerous lifestyle, you're gonna perish therein, man. You don't, you're not going to reign forever, man. Like, if you in certain dangerous type of lifestyle, especially, like, I'm saying for younger brothers, because younger brothers need to hear this, like, whether in the word or out the word, man. This is our younger brothers, Jake, need to hear this, man. If you're going into that lifestyle, man, like, it's not going to last very long, man, honestly. Like, and plus, the criminals nowadays, they just getting dumber and dumber, man. Like, back in the days, like, especially during times like this, and times before that, man, at least, like, during the times of, like, saying a Big Meech or a Supreme Grip, man, it was they had to outsmart these alphabet agencies, the police departments and the ATFs, the DEAs, the CIAs. They had to outsmart. They had some type of intelligence, even though it was wickedness. But that's neither here nor there. But the criminals nowadays getting dumber. But it's crazy because we're in an age of surveillance. So one would have to say, like, one would have to think you had to be even smarter now. But these niggas out here kind of dumb. Like, to be honest with you, they're in that lifestyle, in the criminal lifestyle. I'm not glorifying that. I'm just saying, to be honest with you. But but going back to the point, man, like, everybody wants you, like, you're gonna try and get into that lifestyle, man. But it's not gonna last very long. But let's get into this real quick.
Sound like one of them good problems. Yeah. Prison and graveyards full of boys who wore the crown. Point is, they wore it. It's my turn to wear it now.
You hear what he said? You see or hear what the elder brother said to him? Listen, prison, dead or in jail is when the former guys that wore the crown that ran the game. That's where they ended up. But see, notice what Marlo says. That's when they wore the crown. That's what, see, going back to that God complex we just talked about. He thought he was above the rules. He was above reproach, man. It's kind of no different in the word, man. These like a Nebuchadnezzar and or Ezekiel 28, the king of Tyre. I'm forgetting his name in Ezekiel 28. All these, or when you read the Maccabees or any other kings, man. Like, because these are in the hearts of men at the end of the day. Because this is all power dynamics, man. Beyond even like nationality and race at the thing at the end of the day. Because a lot of times too, let me say this as well. Shout out to the brother that sent me firstborn. Because when we see like this, especially in our communities, our neighborhoods, when we see two rival neighborhoods or gangs or cliques like rivaling or with each other, man. Yeah, it is us destroying ourselves. It's the evil eye. It's the curses that placed upon us, and not only just the curses, our own wickedness, but also too, it's just that's a power dynamic, man. Because that life is based off of power dynamics as well. So like the brother sent me firstborn beautifully said. But notice how Marlo had he had the God complex. He had that king complex. Like, that's when they wore the crown. But when I wore the crown, it's gonna be different when it's not. Let's read this Sirach 3 27 again, at the 26 again. It says, a stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last, but he that loveth danger shall perish therein. So yeah, man. So let's rewind this again, man.
Yeah. Prison and graveyards full of boys who wore the crown. Point is, they wore it. It's my turn to wear it now.
Yeah, see that? See that? Man, ironically enough, his his reign didn't last long, man. His him on top didn't last long, and plus that's another thing. That's another video for another day. I probably will go to a movie channel more on that because I don't want to get too deep on that. But honestly, too, this is why let's go Psalm chapter 49 real quick, man, because that's what Esau is thinking. All these other nations thinking, man. Even throughout history, let's go because like I said, it's the hearts no matter what nationality, nation you come from. It's the hearts of man, uh, uh a wicked man. They had this thing, but even though if it's a balance to it, even though Revelation says the devil know he have a short time, the that's why he come with great threat because he know he has a short time. But in their mind, they think that it's gonna last forever, but they know it's not. But but some of them do believe that it's gonna last forever. But this is Psalm chapter 49 and 11, man, because that's that king complex, man. Like especially our brothers in the street, like I just mentioned. Like a lot of people had this complex. Like okay, it was that was them. It's my turn to wear the crown. Like they're above reproach. As they're above like the rules of the game. But they're above the Most High Yahshua's will, man. Like because at the end of the day, like the Lord's will is going to be done. Like judgment is going to be set. Well, that's whether you're in the word or out the word. Like or shoot, man. But that's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, man. Like or you're eventually gonna get it because the Most High house they'll give you to your own room. They'll let you have it, but then at the end it's gonna be over. So you're not. It's no run nowhere. It's no getting away out of it, man. But let's get to Psalms chapter 49 verse 11, man. Because it's going to like I say this now because Edom like second Ezra 6 and 9. But shoot, this is the hearts of man. Let's just Psalms chapter 49 and 11. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name. So yeah, we see this now. It's current like the state of current world of Edom, man. But this goes into whatever nation is in power, man. Like they had that feeling, man. You don't think Nebuchadnezzar thought that, or like all the other wicked kings and rulers thought that, man. But they think that's why that's why like it says what it says about them, man. Whenever the Most High Yahushua was bringing judgment on those kings, man. So yeah, man. But this is what it is. Let's go to we're gonna get look at this in Black Panther as well. You know. Yeah, so we're back now. Ironically enough, it's crazy. That's crazy how things even are connected. Because Michael here's the actor Michael B. Jordan. He actually started off in The Wire, man. Played the character Wallace, I believe, but I think his character was dead before the character Marlo came on the scene. But anyway, man. But notice how he has the same type of complex. I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters seen this movie. He said, listen, burn it all down. Like there's no more kings out there. And that king complex, man, is a dangerous complex, man. Because it like because like honestly, let's get this. Let's get. I want that in Proverbs, but I'll get Isaiah 32. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Isaiah 32 and 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. So see, exactly, man. So, and that's what I really want that in Proverbs when it says, listen, as long as its throne is held by those things, it's gonna last forever, man. And that's why, like, that's why the Most High is the ultimate king. Yahushua's Most High Yahushua's king as well, but he's gonna give the kingdom up to the Father, man. Like, cause even in Yahushua's kingdom, there's still gonna be people sinning and trying to get right, But it's pretty much like we talked about this a while back, man. Yahushua's kingdom is like kind of what they do in sports. It's like the passion of the torch. What's between eras? A lot of times it's more of a transitional kingdom, I should say. Just like in the late '90s and the early 2000s, like the league was starting to like for the NBA, the league was starting to. It's like the year of like Jordan's last year, 2000, well, his officially last year, like in 2003, or like no, actually after Jordan came back, it's the it was making way for like people like LeBron. Of course, you had Tim Duncan, Shaq, Kobe, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, and things of that nature. That's how Yahushua's kingdom is going to. It's a transitional kingdom. It's like, okay, cool. It's transition at like eras per se, like and we see that a lot of times too. So we even seen it in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's been dead now, I should say. Be honest with you, but that's how like that First Corinthians 15:24 is. It's a transitional kingdom because like Yahushua is making way. Just like John the Baptist made way for for Yahushua, Yahushua's kingdom is making way for the Most High's kingdom back to the Garden of Eden, and he's still going to be. It's just like he's still going to be. He's still going to have a throne next to him in the kingdom because it's the same thing with Joseph, man. Only the throne was Pharaoh greater than him. Only the throne the Most High be greater than him because it was said in Revelation 22 that behold the throne, the Lamb is going to be next, going to have a throne next to the Most High, and they're going to be worshiping and praising them both. But it's ultimately the Most High's kingdom. But that's neither here nor there. But also, man, I just want to go into this too. But we see here that a character played by Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan. He has the same thing, and same thing. He says, "Burn it all." Pretty much the kings that came before him. He had a king complex. He didn't think the rules applied to him, like a semi-god complex as well.
Burn it all.
Yeah, man. So that's just is what it is right there. And also too, this is a secular. This is thing, and also too. This is how you work. Get rule. Speaking of power dynamics, that's how you rule over people as well, man. Shout out to Bird Chronicles of Judah, because I think years ago when he did on Patreon, he did the 300 series. And it went into how Xerxes said, "Listen, burn their records." That's how you take over people as well, removing their history. Like let's go 2 Ezra 14 real quick, man. When it says the law is burnt. Because you could, when you burn somebody's, get rid of somebody's history as well, you can rule over them. Because they won't know who they are, where they come from. And that's why I said the law is burn, things and nature. That's how you can conquer people as well. Is it 2 Ezra 14? Yeah, where's it at? No, okay, 14. Yeah, 2 Ezra 14 verse 21. For thy law is burnt there, and that's how. Yeah, a lot of times too. That's why he had to rewrite it because a lot of times too. That's how. A lot of times in our history, like when different nations would come and destroy the temple, things of that nature, they would burn. Not only take all the spoils and the stuff, but also too they would burn a lot of the records. They would burn a lot of things. They would get rid of. That's how you can overcome people, is to get rid of their history as well. Like it says 2 Ezra 14:21. For thy law is burnt, therefore no man knoweth the things that are done of thee, or the work that shall begin. So yeah, exactly, man. So yeah, man. So that's another thing too, and that's what the tactic that is used for power. So he's trying to remove all the histories of the previous king. So that's why because when he takes usurps the authority, that's all kings are people going to know is of him. Pretty much for the latter generation, but people, of course, that came before him, they're going to know the former kings that came before him. But it's all of a power dynamic. It's like kind of even like even like that happened during the time of Joseph, like with the Hyksos dynasty. That's why the pharaoh that knew not Joseph, like yeah, man, because there was just all the past Egyptian kings during the Hyksos dynasty, like or they knew they heard of Joseph, but then this current generation, once Pharaoh got during the time Moses got in power, like they didn't know about Joseph. So that's how you can pretty much rule with history, but certain history being forgotten, man. That's a power tactic, I should say. I'm saying that in a roundabout way, but hopefully it's edifying, man. And that's what's called the king complex, man. Just having that king complex, thinking like it's going to rule forever, and it's not. Especially when you're evil as hell and you're not just, So anyway, so peace.